how do you build trust remotely, right? I mean, because I know there are companies who would rather, of course, just go to Copenhagen and shake hands and meet people.
Yeah.
But now, if you're dealing with nearshoring, that's not the easiest thing to do. So how do you build trust remotely?
Yeah, that is a tough one. I think just for a lot of teams, I would hope that for startup teams, they are better at this. That's not always the case. For a lot of teams, just going remote has been a challenge. They've had to do it. If you're a startup, you likely did do it and you learned how to do it, and you're figuring out what is the best way to possibly do it. For everybody else who also has to go remote, and then all the way to public services, which are just painfully slow at some of these things. It's a real serious challenge, because what do you do when you're a public service, for example? And startups do depend on public services to a certain degree, right? If you want to come to Denmark and establish a startup, you will have to encounter, public services. But what do you do with novel problems? What do you do with new problems? And you're completely remote, and you always want this high certainty if you're a public service. Like, I got the documents, I know that this is a real thing. It's not somebody trying to scam the system, or I'm not kind of miscalculating what needs to be done here. I don't have a good answer to what that will look like, but I think we will really have to do it. And I think there are some problems that actually technical solutions can help with. So e-signatures or e-verifications or smart contracts. There are certain things that could actually help to facilitate that process. Because one of the things is, if you're over there in another country and I'm over here and we make a deal, how do I enforce? I don't want to have to take you to court in another country and not know exactly how. I don't have a presence there. Maybe, that's very, very difficult. So we have to find some ways of kind of giving everybody trust. Level of trust. And that may be later on a set of technologies that come down the line. But those are pretty far away.